Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. I have a little project share here for you. I got my Stamps of Life monthly die hard set in and a few of the extras that I ordered. And one of them is this milk and cookie folded die set. It has the little jar of milk there or little glass of milk there and the little cookies. And the set actually comes with like chocolates and sprinkles, little chocolate chips and sprinkles, and the little impression for the peanut butter cookies. And when I saw this set, I immediately thought of making a milk crate. And this is how it came out. I think it actually came out really cute. It was a success. And I'm going to share how I made this. So what I did was I took the large die that comes in the set that makes the card, and I went ahead and I made 3 milk jar or milk bottle foldeds is what I did. I went ahead and just put 3 milk bottle foldeds together. And then in order to get my 5x7 card, I cut a 2 3/4 inch by 7 inch strip of cardstock, and I took those 3 milk bottles and I trimmed them with my guillotine trimmer, and I trimmed them down to 5 inches tall, so that would be my width. And then I cut 2 of these, and I took the first one and I lined up, after I cut all the milk bottles down to 5 inches, I lined the 2 outside ones up on my cardstock, and then centered the third one on the top, to where the line was straight across all the way, so I knew that it was all even. And then created the top panel, and then, interchanged them to where the middle one was sitting on the top of the outer 2. And then I glued this onto the top of it. And so I was going to show you how I made the pattern for the milk crate portion of it to get it to look like that. So then what I did was I took this 7 inch by 2 3/4 inch strip. I put it in my scoreboard, and I went every 3 lines and I scored it. And you want to do it, use a lot of pressure so you get a really deep embossed line or score line, because that's going to be the ribs for your milk crate to make it look like it's wood. Whoops. And so then, I don't know if you can tell, so there we have that. So then after that, I took some ginger snap chocolate and twig ink, and I layered them. I ran the ink pad over the top of it. And you don't have to worry about being perfect on this, because all the little imperfections make it look even more like wood. Kind of just yeah, like that. We're just gonna layer up all the different colors. So there's that one. So then next we used twig. And at first I just used the very edge of the pad at an angle, and drag it over, and then just keep going darker and darker. And see? You don't want to press too hard though, because you don't want it to go down into the ribs. A little bit is cool, but if you fill them in, then it doesn't look as much like wood. Like wood slats, So there we go. And then this will dry light. That'll dry light. So then all we did was we just took it and lightly went over the outside edge like that. Just very, very lightly to give it a little bit more darkness at the end. So that's all we did with that, with the chocolate. And then I took a Sharpie and I just drew little circles there to make it look like the little nail holes. Are you guys in frame? God, I hope you're in frame. Like so. And then that's how you make it look like a cute little crate. And then this will actually all dry. When it dries, it actually melds together like this one does. Like this one did. You won't have as much of the contrast. You'll still have the blended look, but it won't be, because this is what mine looked like. And then you put the sentiment on the top of it, and that also helps to like blend it all together. And so the Happy Everything is from the Funky Bold Everything die set from the Stamps of Life as well. And I just used the intricate and cut it out of some red cardstock. I actually got that from Michael's. So it was a brighter red. So then I took the top of the milk jar, and I just, the same die, the same big layering die, and where it kind of goes down into kind of a, to form the lid there, right there, I put that on some red cardstock and cut 3 of those out for the tops of the same red cardstock that I did the Happy Everything in. And then in this set is also a little die that says milk. Oh, whoops. Right there. And I just used the sentiment die, not the shadow die. And what I did was I cut out a little square that was 1 7/8 by 7/8 inch wide. And I used that. I cut the milk word out of it, and that square I used as my template. And I lined it up on the edge. After I glued this panel on, I lined it up on the edge here, centered in the milk. And I ran a 1-inch strip of white cardstock through my Xyron, and I cut the milk letters out for each of the little bottles, and I used that as the template to get my letters straight and centered on my milk jar, my little milk bottle there. And those are all cut out in white. The base is all powdered sugar. The tags are punched out of powdered sugar with a Fiskars tiny tag punch, this little bitty one. And I stamped it with some, I have some individual number stamps, and I just made the little 25, and there was a little dot in there, and I stamped it on there. I tied them on, the little tags on, with some Gutermann thread. This stuff here. It's CA02776. And then I put a couple of larger eyelets that I got out of a kit. I don't remember what kit I got them out of, but they were just in my stash. And popped those at the top for my little twine handles. And I tied a couple twine handles, and I just left the knot on the back. Looped it through to where the knot was on the inside of the card. And then those were my little handles there. And I think this thing just came out so darling. Isn't that cute? The Happy Everything Milk Company. Yeah, isn't that cute? So anyways, that was super fun to make. That was a hoot. John helped me put this one together. He Googled milk crates, like antique milk crates and stuff for me. And what little antique vintage milk bottles look like. And that's where we got the design. So anyways, hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Hope you enjoyed the project. Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye.